DarkAce Narrative.
This story is posted by Janlita on Reddit Creepy Encounters. Be careful who you befriend. This story happened when I was a junior in high school. I was a friendly and a curious person. 1 month into the fall semester, we got a new transfer student. He looked nervous. Seated behind me was Joe. I, of course, introduced myself to him, trying to ease the tension. I showed him what we learned so far. I helped him look over his class schedule. We had 2 classes and lunch period together. Naturally, we got to know each other and became friends. He's a quiet kid but talked a lot around me. Although, I assumed he's just comfortable with me. I made it clear that we're just friends. He agreed. And we started hanging out with my friends. Now fast forward to spring break. I ran into Joe in a restaurant and told him,
I'm going out of town with my family.
He seems disappointed that we can't spend the break together, but he was understandable. I didn't tell him where I was going. Yet, he said, he was visiting a family in this same town, so I thought, wow. What a coincidence. Now in senior year, Joe and I hung out at least once a week. Then turned into 2, then into 3. I noticed we were spending too much time together. I want to make time for my other friends too. That's when things started to change. There was a time, I saw him in the corner of my eye when I spent time with someone else or sometimes by myself, alone. He becomes obsessive and clingy. The first 2 to 3 times, I didn't think much of it. It all becomes clear when I questioned him and he accidentally said he followed me. Because he wants to make sure I was safe. I feel betrayed and creeped out. He apologized and asked for forgiveness. But I told him I didn't want to be friends anymore. He got angry and left. He didn't come to school for the next 2 to 3 days. My friends told me he harassed them for snitching on him. He came back to school. We pretended we didn't know each other. On my walk home, I hear Joe calling my name in a low and unfamiliar tone, but he was nowhere to be seen. I didn't know why, but my gut told me to run as fast as I can. I kept running and running until I got home. I made sure every door and window were locked. I'm convinced I was being paranoid at this point. Then my phone screen lights up. Joe repeatedly called me. Then I hear Joe calling my name again. He's in front of my house now, banging on the door. I called my dad and told him what happened. I pleaded to Joe to stop banging on the door. Everything went completely silent after 5 minutes, which feels like an eternity. The last word I heard from him is,
You'll always be my best friend.
This issue was brought to the school and Joe never showed up again. Now 4 years have passed. I got friend requests on 2 of my social media. It was him, Joe. But I blocked him instead and changed all my social media names to something else. Although I don't live in the same town nor in the same country anymore, I can't help but feels like I'm that scared 18-year-old me again. I'm not the friendly person I once was. I've become more cautious around now to other people. Anyway, As I did report him way back then and got a restraining order against him when that happened.